for a program that we're very proud to be a part of, and Dale Jr. to have him as our representative. It's called Cell Phones for Soldiers. And I have some special guests up here that I want to introduce to you. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on the program first. These two young people, Brittany and Robbie Bergquist, who are from Norwell, Massachusetts, saw a program on television about soldiers who were spending thousands and thousands of dollars while they're stationed overseas, primarily Afghanistan and Iraq, to stay in contact with their families. They did not like that. They didn't think that was right. So they took all the money that they had, which was $21, I believe it was, and pooled their money and got their friends to give up their lunch money, and they started this program called Cell Phones for Soldiers, where they collect cell phones, get them recycled, sell them, and then use those proceeds to buy prepaid call cards to send to our men and women overseas who can stay in contact with their families. So we are very, very honored today to have them here with us. And I'm going to let Robbie, I'm going to let you start and let you give a little explanation about what you're doing and how we're going to go forward from here.
Okay. Well, my name's Robbie Bergquist, and along with my sister, and we started this program back in 2004, and we first heard about a story about a soldier with an $8,000 cell phone bill, and we wanted to pay off his cell phone bill in the beginning, and that's the reason why we started Cell Phones for Soldiers. And we called it Cell Phones for Soldiers in the beginning, and people associated that with sending in their old cell phones. So we needed to do something with these old cell phones, and we decided that we would recycle them. And so from there, we get the proceeds, and like she said, we buy prepaid phone cards to send to the troops. And so today we want to just promote the program, and that's why we're here today.
Okay, and Brittany, why don't you add your outlook on everything over there?
It just means so much to us to be able to have Dale Jr. supporting the program, and also GM military discount and Chevrolet, and just to be a part of NASCAR at all is absolutely fantastic. Everybody has been so nice to us, and we just really hope that Cell Phones for Soldiers goes very far with the program.
And Dale, maybe you want to talk a little bit about the program?
Yeah, sure. I'm just here to urge race fans as they come out to each of the events throughout the year to bring whatever old cell phones that they may have lying around, and we all know we've got several stored away in shelves and drawers in our homes, to bring them out to the racetrack and donate them to the program. Chevrolet's going to provide room at their hospitality and for the program, for the drop boxes, so everybody who comes out to the races can participate and make this a great a great call for the soldiers overseas. We know they have a lot of difficult times over there and difficult times ahead, and anything that can bring them any kind of convenience is a huge thing that we can do over here. So I think it's awesome, and we just want to remind the fans that come out to all the races here in the future that they'll be able to participate by going over to the Chevrolet hospitality and all the Chevrolet tents to find the drop boxes there.
Okay, we'll take a couple questions from the media.
Kim Robertson, Insider Racing News. Just curious how you all started with $21, and now how have you gotten corporate sponsorship like GM and Chevrolet and Dale Jr. on board? Can you tell us a little about that story?
Well, in the beginning, it started off with car washes, bake sales. It was really local, and we wanted to pay off the first soldier that we heard that morning. We just wanted to pay off his cell phone bill. And from there, after his cell phone bill was waived by T-Mobile, we got onto the AP wire, and that's really where the United States found out about our program. And it's just been, a lot of blessings along the way, and we've really, Brittany got in contact with AT&T by sending just a random email to a random name on the AT&T website, and it turns out that she has now been a huge supporter, and we have gotten a lot of support from AT&T. They've provided drop-off sites for us and sent $50,000 they donated to our program. So it's really been a blessing, and that's where we are today.
Ron?
Ron the Masters, National Speed Sport News. What has been the response from the military community based on your efforts?
The military has been very responsive. A lot of the ways that the phone cards are sent over to the troops is by direct contact from the troops themselves requesting the phone cards. Also family members, troop support groups, family support groups who want to provide these phone cards to the troops. We've received a lot of emails from troops who have received the calling cards saying, we even received one email saying that our phone cards give them a little bit of heaven in the middle of a war. So it's definitely been a positive response, and we're hoping to help more troops call home.
Marty Smith, ESPN. How old are you guys? You look pretty young. Most kids y'all's age are out drinking beer and raising hell. What do your parents say about this? I mean, what was your motivation for doing? I'm just blown away.
Well, I'm 18 and Brittany's 19. I'm a senior in high school right now. I'm going to be going to UMass Amherst next year, and Brittany attends Stonehill College in Massachusetts. And I think my parents are just as surprised as the rest of the United States that we have stuck with this program for so long. And like I said, it's been a blessing. And whenever you receive an email after a long day and when you get really down and think that you can't go on any longer, receiving an email from a soldier saying that what you're doing is giving them a little bit of heaven in a war, it really keeps you going. So.
Bill Carl with Motorsports Photo News Service. Just as for grins, what has been the dollar value of what your program has been able to create so far in those phone cards?
Well, so far through cell phone recycling as well as monetary donations and corporate donations, we have raised almost $6 million.
Wow.
And we're looking to increase those donations because every dollar that comes through from the recycling of phones goes towards finding new ways of helping the troops call home, whether it be the phone cards or our new initiative where we provide cell phones to troops returning from overseas for the initial month when they come home so that they'll be able to reestablish contact here in the States. And every dollar goes towards that, and that's why it's so important to support this program.
Question for Dale over here. Wes McElroy, Fox Sports Radio in Richmond. As someone who grew up with an initiative to do what they wanted to do, what was your reaction to two people being so young with initiative doing what they're doing?
I think it's the same as everybody else's reaction in here. You just you can't believe something so grassroots can go so far. It just shows you what a lot of dedication and devotion will get you. It's amazing what they've been able to do, and it's inspiring, and I hope that not only are they continued success through this program, which I'm sure it will with Chevrolet's help, that it inspires other people to find ways to bring convenience to the soldiers overseas and returning home.
Libby Hughley within the Pits Racing Radio. Dale, how did it make you feel that they wanted you to be their spokesperson?
I feel honored to be up here with these two guys today. They've done such a monumental thing that towers over what we'll choose to do today in this race. So it's pretty humbling and it's a great feeling knowing that there's people like this out there doing things for the troops, not just the basic choices of support and routes that people typically take. But this is far more than a step beyond that, so it's pretty incredible.